Beneath the golden sands of Egypt, hidden in plain sight, stands one of humanity's greatest enigmas, the pyramids. Monuments of unimaginable precision and grandeur, they have captivated minds for millennia. But what if everything we know about them is just a fraction of the story? The Great Pyramid of Giza, towering against the sky, has withstood the test of time. It has weathered wars, empires, and the rise and fall of civilizations. Yet, it remains as elusive as the whispers of the past, a silent sentinel guarding ancient secrets. From its precise alignment with the stars to the sheer complexity of its construction, the pyramid seems almost too perfect to be the product of its time. For centuries, we've been taught to believe that the pyramids were mere tombs for pharaohs, but could that story be incomplete, misunderstood, even? Ancient texts, lost wisdom, and modern discoveries suggest that the pyramids are more than just royal mausoleums. Some believe these monumental structures were designed as portals, beacons of esoteric knowledge, or even as keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe itself. But what if there is a deeper, hidden truth about the pyramids? A truth that challenges everything we've been taught, a truth so profound that its secrets have been intentionally obscured by the sands of time. In this journey, we will explore why the Egyptian pyramids are full of mystery, show their construction and purpose remain shrouded in enigmatic significance. We'll delve into ancient wisdom that connects these structures to cosmic principles, to philosophies that bridge the physical and metaphysical. We will uncover the profound and the paradoxical, the known and the unknown. Are the pyramids merely tombs, or are they symbols of ancient cosmic truths? What if they are more than stone and mortar? Join me as we embark on an exploration of secrets buried beneath the sands, and as we unravel why the pyramids are not only full of mysteries, they may be the key to understanding the mysteries of existence itself. The Egyptian pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, have fascinated explorers, archaeologists, and mystics alike for centuries. We know them as monumental structures built by the ancient Egyptians, but the true purpose and origin of these majestic stones remain wrapped in mystery. The conventional narrative tells us that the pyramids were built during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, around 4,500 years ago, as tombs for the rulers of Egypt. This explanation, while fitting within the historical framework, falls short of explaining the profound intricacies embedded in the design of these structures. The pyramids' alignment with the stars, the precision of their construction, and the scale of their design point to a far deeper understanding of geometry, astronomy, and perhaps even the nature of the cosmos itself. But why has the true purpose of these monumental creations been hidden, or worse, obscured over time? To begin answering this, we must look to ancient texts and philosophies that go far beyond the simple accounts of royal burial chambers. In the Egyptian Book of the Dead, one of the most sacred texts in ancient Egypt, we find that the afterlife was not merely a place for kings and queens to rest eternally. Instead, it was a journey, a transformation of the soul. The rituals surrounding death were intricately tied to the cosmos, with the Egyptians believing that the soul had to ascend through the stars to reach its final resting place in the afterlife. This celestial journey seems to be reflected in the design of the pyramids themselves. The pyramids are not just tombs, they are symbolically aligned with the heavens. The Great Pyramid's layout is a mirror of the stars in the sky, with its sides pointing toward the cardinal directions. The king's chamber inside the Great Pyramid is said to align precisely with the star Sirius, a star that held immense spiritual significance for the ancient Egyptians. It is as if these sacred structures were created to facilitate a cosmic journey, one that transcends the physical world and reaches toward a higher spiritual realm. The ancient Egyptians, in their wisdom, understood that the physical world was a reflection of a greater, invisible reality. They practiced a form of spiritual technology that connected them to the cosmos in ways that modern science has yet to fully comprehend. This deeper knowledge, however, was not meant for just anyone. It was reserved for the initiated, the priests, the sages, the ones who could understand the hidden meanings of these ancient symbols and structures. This knowledge, though incredibly advanced, was suppressed and concealed over time. With the rise of different powers, philosophies, and religions, the sacred knowledge of the Egyptians was gradually overshadowed and, in some cases, destroyed. The very notion of cosmic alignment and the metaphysical purpose of the pyramids was gradually lost, replaced by the more mundane interpretation of them as mere tombs. But what if these mysteries were never truly forgotten? What if they were merely hidden, waiting for the right time to be revealed once again? Now that we've glimpsed the deeper, spiritual purpose behind the pyramids, let's break down how these structures reveal their mysteries through their design, symbolism, and alignment. The pyramids were never meant to be understood through the lens of simple construction or material engineering. They are cosmic symbols, geometric masterpieces, and gateways to knowledge far beyond the realm of the ordinary. The geometry of perfection. At the core of the pyramids lies sacred geometry, a universal language that permeates the fabric of existence itself. The proportions of the Great Pyramid, particularly the ratio of its height to the perimeter of its base, mirror the mathematical constant pi, number that is fundamental to the very structure of our universe. The Egyptians were deeply aware of this cosmic relationship, using it to encode universal truths into stone. But the precision doesn't end there. The Great Pyramid's slope is aligned with the angle of the Earth's axial tilt, a fact that wasn't rediscovered until modern times. How could the ancient Egyptians have known this? Was it merely a coincidence, or is there a deeper, perhaps even forgotten, knowledge that was passed down through the ages? It's not just the mathematical precision that is awe-inspiring, it's the sheer scale and complexity of the pyramid's design. With an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing several tons, the Great Pyramid stands as a testament to the Egyptians' extraordinary knowledge of physics, engineering, and geometry. But what's even more fascinating is that the pyramid was constructed with such precision that its sides are aligned within fractions of a degree of true north. How could a civilization without modern tools achieve such exactitude? The stargates of the ancients. Perhaps the most significant aspect of the pyramid's design is their alignment with the stars. Ancient Egyptian cosmology was based on a profound understanding of the heavens, and it's no accident that the pyramids are aligned with such precision to celestial bodies. The Great Pyramid, for instance, is aligned with the constellation of Orion, which was of immense spiritual importance to the Egyptians. Orion, the celestial counterpart to Osiris, the god of death and rebirth, is often seen as the key to understanding the mysteries of the pyramids. The Egyptians believed that the soul of the pharaoh would ascend to the stars upon death, becoming one with Osiris and entering into a cycle of eternal rebirth. The pyramid, as a symbolic structure, was more than just a tomb. It was a cosmic vehicle for the soul's journey to the stars. The precise alignment of the pyramids to Orion's belt, a configuration that was noticed by the Egyptians more than 4,000 years ago, suggests a deep connection between earthly existence and the cosmos. Could the pyramids have been designed as part of a grand ritual to guide the pharaoh's soul into the afterlife, aligning their physical bodies with the stars in order to transcend death? Or perhaps were they designed as portals for transformation, opening gateways between the material world and a higher spiritual realm? The mystical number and the sacred threshold. The number 7 has always been a number of sacred significance across many ancient cultures, including the Egyptians. The Great Pyramid, when measured from its base to its apex, holds an uncanny connection to the number 7, as it embodies an almost perfect ratio that leads to the formation of the famous 7 sacred principles, considered key to unlocking hidden knowledge. The number 7 is seen as the threshold between the physical and spiritual realms, a gateway to higher consciousness. Furthermore, the pyramid itself, its very shape, has symbolic resonance. The pyramid's 4 triangular faces point toward the cardinal directions, while its apex seems to pierce the heavens. Its design evokes the concept of ascension, the movement from the material to the divine. And in this, the pyramid becomes more than just a physical structure. It becomes a symbol of the soul's journey, both for the pharaoh and for those who seek to understand the mysteries embedded in its form. The hidden chambers and the voice of silence. Even within the Great Pyramid itself, the mysteries continue. Hidden chambers, such as the so-called Queen's Chamber and the King's Chamber, are believed to have been places of spiritual significance, perhaps used in ritual practices that involve the transformation of the soul. But these chambers have also given rise to speculation about hidden messages or treasures, waiting to be uncovered by those who can read the true language of the pyramid. Recent studies using advanced technology, like muon tomography, have even suggested the possibility of undiscovered voids within the pyramid areas that may hold secrets waiting to be revealed. But these chambers may not just be physical spaces, perhaps they are metaphorical, pointing to dimensions of consciousness or planes of existence that are beyond our immediate perception. Could these hidden chambers be portals, not to material wealth, but to greater spiritual insight? As we continue to uncover the mysteries of the pyramids, we must delve deeper into the layers of symbolism, alternative theories, and the potential hidden meanings embedded in the structure of these monuments. What is the significance of the hidden knowledge they may hold? What truths have been kept out of reach, perhaps intentionally, for those not ready to understand? The paradox of the pyramid's construction. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the pyramids is the method of their construction. Mainstream archaeology suggests that the pyramids were built with primitive tools and immense labor over decades, but how could this be when the precision of their alignment and measurements defies the capabilities of the ancient Egyptians? The very notion that the pyramids could have been created with nothing but brute force and rudimentary technology seems increasingly unlikely. Several alternative theories have emerged over the years, some of which suggest that the Egyptians had access to a form of advanced technology, possibly knowledge lost to time, or even technology granted by extraterrestrial beings. While this idea is often dismissed as speculative, the unexplainable accuracy of the pyramid's construction leads some to believe that there was an unknown, perhaps even divine, influence at play. Some believe the pyramids were constructed using sound or vibration as a form of levitation. Ancient texts, such as the Egyptian pyramid texts, suggest that the power of sound and resonance was an integral part of ancient Egyptian spiritual practices. Could the key to the pyramid's construction lie in this hidden technology of forgotten understanding of vibrational frequencies that could manipulate matter? The mysticism of the numbers and the ciphers. It is not just the physical dimensions of the pyramids that contain hidden wisdom, but the very numbers associated with them. The Egyptians were masters of numerology and believed that numbers had deep spiritual significance. The Great Pyramid's measurements encode profound symbols, many of which transcend simple mathematics. One of the most mysterious features of the pyramid is its relationship to the golden ratio number that appears in everything from the spiral of galaxies to the growth patterns of plants. The pyramid's dimensions are believed to represent this sacred ratio, which connects the material and spiritual worlds. Could this be a clue to the pyramid's true purpose, an attempt to unite the earthly with the divine through geometry? The pi connection is also important in this context. The ancient Egyptians may have encoded the concept of this mathematical constant into the design of the pyramids long before the modern world discovered it. How did they come to understand this unchanging law of nature? What deeper metaphysical truth about the universe were they attempting to convey with such precision? The role of the Sphinx and its connection to the pyramids. Though often considered a separate monument, the Great Sphinx of Giza is intimately tied to the pyramids. The Sphinx, with its human head and lion's body, has long been the subject of mystery. Some scholars speculate that the Sphinx was originally built thousands of years before the pyramids, perhaps even as a symbol of divine wisdom and power. Its alignment to the vernal equinox, combined with its strategic placement near the pyramids, suggests that it was meant to serve as a spiritual guardian of the sacred site. But there's more to the Sphinx than its outward appearance. Ancient esoteric teachings often describe the Sphinx as the guardian of the threshold, a symbol that stands between the physical and spiritual realms. In many mystical traditions, the figure of the Sphinx represents the idea of initiation, a gateway that must be passed through before a higher level of understanding can be attained. Perhaps the Sphinx, like the pyramids, is not simply a physical structure, but a representation of a metaphysical journey that one must undertake to unlock the higher mysteries of the universe. The lost knowledge of the pyramid builders. What is perhaps most intriguing about the pyramids is the possibility that they were built not just as architectural feats, but as a form of spiritual technology. Ancient texts, both Egyptian and from other traditions, speak of the builders, a secretive group of ancient sages who possessed profound knowledge about the workings of the universe. These individuals, steeped in wisdom, may have been the true architects of the pyramids, not simply as engineers, but as metaphysicians, alchemists, and spiritual masters. Some scholars suggest that the pyramids are not only aligned with physical geography and celestial bodies, but with a far deeper metaphysical principle, the structure of the human soul. Could the pyramids be tools for awakening higher consciousness? And could this lost knowledge be the key to unlocking hidden potentials within ourselves, just as it did for the ancient initiates? The Great Pyramid as a source of energy. One particularly fascinating theory that has gained some traction in recent years is that the Great Pyramid may have been designed as a source of energy, both physical and metaphysical. Some researchers propose that the pyramid, due to its precise alignment and the properties of its materials, could have harnessed and focused energy from the Earth's magnetic field or even cosmic rays. While this theory remains controversial, there are accounts of strange electromagnetic anomalies occurring within the pyramid that hint at some form of energy manipulation. This idea aligns with the concept that the pyramid is not just a tomb or a symbol, but a functional device. In ancient traditions, energy or prana was understood to flow through the earth and the cosmos, and the pyramid may have been built as a device to tap into and amplify this flow. The precise engineering and mathematical design may not have been for ornamental purposes, but for harnessing the forces of nature to achieve spiritual ascension or transformation. Having explored the mysteries of the pyramids and their deeper cosmic connections, we now turn our attention to how this ancient wisdom can be applied in our lives today. While we may not be able to build a pyramid or harness the energy of the earth as the ancients once did, there are practical ways to engage with the principles embedded in the pyramid's design and its profound symbolism. Applying sacred geometry to your life. The ancient Egyptians were masters of sacred geometry, and their knowledge can be a powerful tool in our own spiritual practice. Sacred geometry teaches us that the universe is built on patterns and principles that connect everything: nature, the cosmos, and even our own consciousness. By meditating on and working with these geometric forms, we can align ourselves with these universal patterns and open our minds to higher states of understanding. One simple exercise you can try is to meditate on the shape of the pyramid itself. Visualize a pyramid glowing with light, its sides radiating energy, its apex piercing through the veil of time and space. Imagine this light filling your body, from your feet to the top of your head. Focus on the base as a symbol of grounding, stability, and earthly connection, and then shift your attention to the apex as a symbol of spiritual ascent, reaching toward the divine. By regularly engaging with these geometric forms, you may begin to feel more attuned to the natural rhythms of the universe and more aligned with your higher self. The pyramids are not just structures, they are keys to unlocking hidden dimensions within you, guiding you to a deeper understanding of your place in the cosmos. Harnessing the power of sound and vibration. The ancient Egyptians understood that sound and vibration were not merely physical phenomena, but powerful spiritual forces that could influence the material world. Sound, in many esoteric traditions, is considered one of the most potent tools for transformation. In modern times, we've rediscovered the power of sound healing, using frequencies and vibrations to bring balance to the body and mind. To tap into the energy of sound, try using a sound frequency, such as 528 Hz, known as the love frequency, while meditating. As you listen, imagine the vibrations entering your body, moving through your chakras, and aligning you with the frequencies of the cosmos. You may also experiment with chanting mantras or using singing bowls to create vibrations that correspond with the sacred geometry of the pyramid. Incorporating sound into your spiritual practice can help you attune to the frequencies that the ancient Egyptians may have understood so deeply, frequencies that transcend the physical world and connect us to higher planes of existence. Practicing ascension through symbolism and ritual. The pyramids were symbols of ascension, a journey from the material to the spiritual, from the earthly to the divine. To incorporate this symbolism into your life, consider developing a personal ritual of ascension. This could be a simple daily meditation where you visualize yourself ascending a pyramid, each step bringing you closer to enlightenment and higher consciousness. You can also create a physical representation of the pyramid, perhaps a small model or drawing, and use it as a focal point for your rituals. Place it in a quiet space, light a candle, and focus on the pyramid as a symbol of your own spiritual journey. With each ritual, allow yourself to move further into your own inner mystery, breaking free from limitations and expanding your awareness. One way to ground this practice is by aligning your ritual with the cycles of nature. The Egyptians were keenly aware of the influence of the stars, the seasons, and the celestial cycles. Consider performing your ascension ritual during significant astrological events, such as the full moon or an eclipse, when the energy of the universe is said to be heightened. Aligning with the stars, the practice of cosmic meditation. The pyramid's alignment with the stars is more than just an ancient curiosity, it is a reminder that we too can align ourselves with the cosmic forces around us. While we may not be able to physically journey to the stars, we can bring their energy into our lives through the practice of cosmic meditation. To begin, focus on a star or constellation that holds meaning for you: Orion, Sirius, or the North Star, for example. As you meditate, visualize yourself traveling up through the atmosphere and into the stars. Imagine the energy of that star filling you with light, wisdom, and guidance. Allow yourself to receive any insights or messages that come through during this practice. The stars are not distant and unattainable. They are part of the same cosmic web that connects all things. Through meditation, we can learn to align ourselves with their rhythms, gaining clarity and wisdom that can guide us through the challenges of life. Creating sacred space. Finally, one of the most practical ways to apply the energy of the pyramids is by creating a sacred space in your own home or environment. The ancient Egyptians believed that sacred spaces were vital for connecting with the divine. These spaces, carefully crafted and aligned, were intended to foster spiritual growth and transformation. You don't need to build a pyramid to create such a space. Simply arrange a small corner of your home with objects that inspire you: crystals, candles, geometric symbols, or representations of pyramids. Place your sacred space in an area where you can meditate, reflect, and connect with higher energies. The act of creating this space, like the pyramids themselves, can become a symbol of your own spiritual ascent. By regularly spending time in this space, you invite the energy of transformation into your life, just as the pyramids were designed to channel higher energies into the lives of the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptian pyramids are much more than just ancient wonders of architecture. They are cosmic symbols, vessels of esoteric knowledge, and keys to unlocking profound mysteries of the universe. From their perfect alignment with the stars to their enigmatic construction, the pyramids invite us to look beyond the physical world and contemplate deeper, hidden truths about the nature of reality, consciousness, and spiritual ascension. Through exploring their geometry, alignment with celestial bodies, and the spiritual rituals tied to their purpose, we've uncovered just a glimpse of the sacred knowledge that the ancient Egyptians may have encoded within these structures. The pyramids stand not only as monuments to a lost civilization, but as reminders of a time when humanity understood a deeper connection to the cosmos, a connection that transcended the boundaries of time and space. But perhaps the most compelling mystery of all is that this knowledge has not been completely lost. While much has been forgotten or obscured, the wisdom embedded in the pyramids continues to resonate with those who seek to understand their true purpose. The question now is not what the pyramids were, but rather what they can teach us today. As we reflect on the insights and practices shared in this video: sacred geometry, sound and vibration, cosmic meditation, and the creation of sacred spaces, we realize that the ancient wisdom of the pyramids is not confined to the distant past. It's alive, waiting to be rediscovered and integrated into our modern lives. By applying these ancient principles, we can unlock new levels of awareness, transformation, and connection to the universe. So, the next time you gaze upon the pyramids, remember they are more than just stones. They are gateways, symbols, and tools that can guide you toward the deepest mysteries of existence. The true question remains: are you ready to unlock their secrets? If you feel the call to explore more of these hidden mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of the pyramid's mystery fascinates you the most? What will your next step toward understanding these ancient truths be? The journey of discovery is just beginning. This concludes our exploration into the Egyptian pyramids. I hope this has ignited your curiosity and inspired you to delve deeper into the hidden wisdom of the ancients. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, the universe holds more secrets than we can imagine.